Teru Yokoso YouTube, and welcome to battle number 105 of my Avatar Conquest series. Today on the Hukuriku Crossing against Benja Wealth, and this is the first time I ever play on this map. And this video is going to be a double header. I'm going to include two videos or two replays in it, just because these two replays are just the sheer definition of the word awesome. I mean, this is just like top stuff. Rarely have I had so much fun in a battle in Shogun 2, such as this battle and the battle to come. So let's take a look at the armies. You can see from the minimap that both me and my opponent are going for heavy numbers in terms of armies. Over here I've got one unit of Bakimono no Seikon, and these are my bow cavalry, 2 chevrons, 1, 2, 3, 4 Yare Yashigaru, 2 Naginata warrior monks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 katana samurai, and a Matsuda Kagemaru. And I also have 2 units of, or actually 3 units of Matsuda no Ashigaru. So you can see here that there are 2 key buildings, the shrine, and over here we have got the farmhouse. My opponent does have 1 unit of Naginata attendants here. They're going to be going to cap that. And his main army is composed of something very similar to me. He's got a fire cavalry, fully upgraded fire cavalry. Look at those stats, holy crap. And then he has some Naginata attendants. He has 3 of those here. And then he has a heavy contingent of katana samurai. And then some, he even has a katana hero and some sword attendants, as well as another Naginata attendant there at the back. I also have my katana hero thrown in the mix here. I believe there he is, Matsuda no Murakumo. So you can see here that my tactic was to pretty much get on top of my hill as soon as I can. I wanted to capture the shrine because I knew it was going to be very important. I'm going to be sending my Bocav forward here. You can see my 2 units of Bocav now, or actually 1 unit, starting to skirmish with my opponent's very deadly Daikyo Samurai. Look at that, 200 range, 60 reload skill, and 80 accuracy. His fire cab is desperately trying to catch me off guard. And you can see here that I'm going to try and line up my forces now. I do have the terrain advantage as it is, but here in a minute I'm going to realize that I'm going to prevent my opponent from going up this little incline. So I'm going to run forward. My opponent is going to start to target my general here. I'm going to pull him back a little bit, and now he's going to start committing with his troops. And look at this, guys. This is where the battle is just going to go berserk. He is actually going to commit to this fight. My front lines are going to be instructed to go into their spear wall formations. They're going to brace in guard mode. This is my favorite thing to do in this game. And you can see my opponent actually is going to hold off a little bit. He's going to fake a charge, and he's going to actually start targeting my own units. I am shooting his little Daikyo Samurai with all 3 of my Bow Ashigaru, and they should be able to actually overwhelm them. So you can see my opponent now on the right here, almost getting caught by my Yare Yashigaru, but he's going to see it in time, pull back out, and now I'm worried that he's going to be able to get around my general. Here comes the main charge from the main line. My Yare Yashigaru are going to fend off these attendants with ease. The attendants are going to be pushed back like the little pansies that they are. More waves coming up by my opponent. He's just gonna commit to the fight, you know. At this point, he's like, "Fuck it," you know. I'm not gonna go through with it. You can see the Daikyo Samurai now going back to 19 men. He is going to collide on all fronts. You can see here that I'm actually going to send my Bocav to try and intercept my opponent. I do not want him to kill my general. You can see my general is still, there are some katana samurai supporting him. And you can see I've organized my men in wave of 3 and wave of 4 and a katana hero. So here we go. Unfortunately, my units are going to start chasing the routing Daikyo Samurai, my bows, but I'm going to see that, pull out, and you can see that now my opponent has engaged and the main fight has started here in the middle. This is actually my general, guys. Yes, it is Matsuda Kagemaru in stand-in fight, and he is fighting these units, this sword attendant, Yare Yashigaru, and sword attendant, and he is going to survive because he is a boss. And now I'm going to commit. Look at this massive commitment of katana samurai rushing to the aid of Matsuda Kagemaru. And you can see Warcry going off there on the right corner. My opponent's cab is going to launch a strike at my back. My Yari Ashigaru finally got there. They're going to start cutting down that fire cavalry. At this point, I put my bows into melee mode. Fuck shooting people. We're gonna pull our swords out. You can see that I've inspired myself as the general, and I am also in stand-in fight mode. On the right here, these two units of Katana Samurai, my opponent is trying to pretty much turn my flank and destroy it, but I've activated War Cry on that flank over there, and you can see here in the middle, these sword attendants are gonna be no match for the extreme amount of Katana Samurai that I have here. And with this, the Katana Samurai horde rushed to save Matsuda Kagemaru is now going to rush gloriously down the hill in their numbers and attack my opponent's general. The tables have turned indeed, Mr. Benja-Wealth. And you can see here that my center has pretty much been freed, and there goes the Katana Samurai charge, counter-charging into my opponent's general as he sits there in his stand-in fight mode. He is down to, let's see, 27 men because of bow fire. And you can see here that on the left, my opponent still hasn't made a breakthrough with his superior infantry units. On the right, he has, however. I do have a Yari Ashigaru here, and they are taking care of this Naginata attendant, beating it in the fight. More of my opponent's units are routing as we speak. He has a lot of attendant units, and now it is going to be a race. My Katana Hero with my Katana Samurai down here are going to be trying desperately. There's my Katana Hero, you can see. And I'm going to send him to attack my general, my opponent's general, who is going to start to actually waver. My own general is sitting at 4 men. And here he goes. He gets injured there, but he fought gloriously. And you can see here that I'm going to now send the rest of my units towards my opponent. His bodyguard still survives. Still survives at 3 men. I think in the battle he actually remained at 4 throughout the fight, so he didn't really rout. But basically what happened in the real replay is that my opponent's general did die while my units survived. Like, my general had 4 men and he was fighting this Katana Samurai, and he still like remained at 4 men. But you can see, unfortunately, it looks like the replay is going to be corrupted. This is such a bummer. I hate when the replay is corrupt. In reality, my opponent's general here collapsed to my Katana Hero, and here comes my Naginata warrior monks, and it looks like he is actually going to collapse, even though my units here did die in the replay. Looks like my opponent's general is still going to collapse, and you can see he still has some Katana Samurai here, and he has his own Katana Hero. So it's a Katana Hero, it's a Katana versus Naginata fight, and look at this beautiful combat. You can see a lot of dead bodies, but just look at the massacres. Look at all these bodies that have occurred in this little ridge. And you can see here my opponent's Katana Samurai did win. I am using my Bow Ashigaru to attack his general. His general has routed, and now all that remains is his own Katana Hero, who is actually going to get cut down by my own units. Naginata Warrior Monk and Katana Samurai assistance. Looks like the replay is actually going to hold a little true here. This is actually what happened. I did kill my opponent, but I did also have a lot of infantry remaining here. And this bow unit was actually used to skirmish with this infantry unit that actually charged them, but unfortunately, again, the replay looks like it's going to break here. But I hope you guys enjoyed that little charge that you saw there. You can see that the replay is pretty much corrupt, as I said, but just look at this. Look at this carnage. You can see the lines. You can see where my opponent's lines met my lines. There's a battle here. There's a big fight here. There's a big fight here. There's a big fight here. And then there's a big fight here. And you can see, look at all the bows of the Daikyo Samurai. I thought that was awesome. I thought that battle was just direct to the point. There was no bullshit. It was like, I'm going to rush my men forward and you're going to rush my men forward, and the better fighters will win. Ancient Samurai style. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the first one, and we're gonna jump right into the second one right now. Ridge against Tungsten. I think he was from the Total War Shogun 2 clan. I think this is one of the biggest clans in the community, and the Koshinetsu Ridge is a very big map for a 1v1. This map is perfect for large battles, and it can have epic consequences. But you can see here from the minimap that the map is pretty much a little bit higher on my opponent's side than my side. So in my perspective, I needed to place my units right there where the mouse is, so I can get up towards this little high ground and and hopefully force my opponent to sort of come around from his spawn. Like if I started here and pushed forward, maybe my opponent would sort of come down like here, and I could maybe use this hill advantage, because I needed the hill advantage for this army. And this army, ladies and gentlemen, is the Roman Legion brought to Shogun Total War. Yes, I have done it. I have done it. Yes, I have done it. Here is my Scythian auxiliaries. I've got 2 units of vocab, even though the Romans probably never used Scythians. I could be wrong, but they did have javelin-based auxiliaries in their allies, and their allies were like their allied legions who were deployed to the left and right of the main legions. I believe this was pre-Marian. Still, at the front here, I sort of deviated. Instead of having my velites or my skirmishers, I've got 3 units of katana samurai, katana cavalry, and they're going to do the job of disrupting my opponent's front line. And here is the infamous checkerboard formation. I've got 4 units of these Nodachi samurai, and these guys are going to be my hastari. They're going to hold their pila, which is their banzai, and they're going to throw their banzai at my opponents. And as they fill in the gaps, my next line of principes, the katana samurai. Look at these guys. Look at this guy. Look at it. Look at his face. He's like, I don't care. This is Shogun 2, and I will kill the enemy. I've got 4 of them. You can see filling in the gaps nicely. And then at the back, my Trirarii. 3 units of Yari Ashigaru. And here are my officers. These are like, I don't know who the hell these guys might be. Maybe like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe like an extension to the Trirarii? I don't know. And here's my General Matsuda Kagemaru, in reality the Principus Primus Pilos, who is the main centurion of the army, would be in this spot. But I am ranting and going on about Roman history because I really like the Roman army, and I think I know a good amount about it. Let's take a look at my opponent's army on the left here. He's got 2 units of Naginata attendants and this mounted samurai hero. I've never actually seen this in a battle before. Look at those stats. Fantastic. And surprise, surprise, my opponent's army is actually very similar to mine. He's got some Naginata attendants, some Yari samurai, and some Naginata samurai. And then he has katana samurai, katana samurai, katana samurai, and then look, Nodachis. It's ridiculous. He brought pretty much a very similar army. Yari samurai, Naginata attendants, Naginata samurai, and there's his general. It's a melee general. So the plan here, look at this. This reminds me of the scene from Spartacus, where like the army marches across the hill, and you can see now, I am not gonna shit anybody. I am just gonna run down this hill gloriously with my katana cavalry. And here they come. Are you ready for them? Are you ready for them? Here they come. Here they come. Look at this. Look at this. Here they come. Here come. Let's go in slow motion. Let's go. Smash right into my opponent's front line, and I am gonna start racking up the kill like I'm crazy motherfucker. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these guys. 21. Look at this. 22, 23. Look at it. Look at how many kills I am getting on these units. My opponent's Nudachi samurais are starting to rout. Here come my vocab. They're gonna complement this. They're gonna pepper my opponent's spear units on the sides to make it a little bit easier for my katana cavalry to do the job. Battle is going absolutely crazy. But my katana cav, they're doing a good job, but they're also getting raped. They're getting raped. 94 kills, 100. They're doing so good, but now, just as they start to run out of steam over the horizon, look at this. Look at it. These guys are like, oh my god, they are going to come at us. Here come more of the enemy forces. What will we do? No! Now my opponent tries to launch a counter-offensive at my forces, but look at this. Here comes the banzai. Say what? Banzai, banzai, banzai. Banzai's gonna smash into my opponent's front line. Kaboom! Kaboom, look at that. Look at those kills. Look at those kills. Look at those. Oh my god, I gotta get these kills for you. Look at this. Look at this. Look how fast the kill ratio is going up. This is ridiculous. I smash my opponent with my Nodachi samurai at the center. The katana the katana samurai are gonna cave in, and look at this. Look at how my line is just gonna go way around this. This is like me fighting a phalanx. Look at this. My opponent was completely caught off guard. I mean, this army, look, my units are all tired because they've been fucking hauling their shit over the hill, down the hill, and they just smashed my. And now here goes stand and fight. And now finally I'm gonna cave in with my Naginata warrior monks. And here on the right and on the left, look at this. Whoa, cry, it's gonna go. What? Oh, look at this. My computer is getting fried because of all this action. Look at this. Look at this. Just observe the glory of this formation. Like, I didn't think this would work this well, but just look at this. My opponent has no chance. His infantry is better than mine. Like, his infantry on all fronts is better than mine. If he formed the proper front, he would have won. At this stage, I just go Control A, deselect my general, who in fact has not lost a single man, and just unanimously attack my opponent's general down to 35 men. And the battle rages on. Look at this. Unvetted katana samurai. Unvetted. Nothing is vetted except like 2 units of Nadachi samurai. And my opponent now is just gonna get shit on. He is going to get shit on. Let's take a look at some of the kills here. If we can get a hold of a Nadachi samurai. Nadachi samurai. There we go. 152. Are you fucking kidding me? 152 kills. 152 kills. Look at this. Just complete sweep. Complete sweep. Look at the bodies. You can see the crest. You can see the point of my opponent. You can see here his army used to be here, and he just got completely surrounded. Look at this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and rally because all my guys are tired. General dead, and now basically we're just going to be chasing around this little guy, and I'm actually gonna hold space to show you how I corner in units. You can see you sort of want to ward them off, expand, push them towards the corner of the map, sort of give them nowhere to hide. And you can see here I'm going to actually bait my opponent with some vocab. I think the replay ends here. Yes, indeed it does. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed those 2 battles for the day. They were pretty awesome, a lot of action, very fast paced, and I really enjoyed them when I played them. I thought you guys might enjoy them too. Anyway, take it easy, remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe! And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.